Hello. Why am I that small? And welcome to the stream. So, basically, what's gone on is before right now, I was working until like an hour ago, and then like I worked out the maths and I start working again, like with 30 minutes left of the match, so I can't do a watch along on this channel. Apologies to the Only Leeds Bros guys. Genuinely sorry about that. But I can be here to discuss the lineup and all that kind of stuff, and then send you on your merry way to various watch-alongs that you might want to go to. So, for example, if you fancy heading over to Just Joe, you can go ahead and do that. That'd be great. But yeah, I think it's a good time to talk about how we're all feeling at the minute, because now is when the nerves kick in. Now is where we're all in the sort of floaty position of, I feel good enough, but am I absolutely convinced that we're going to get 3 points? I don't know. So this is why we're going to have a little bit of a natter with the chat. Or a chatter with the nat. I don't know. From now on, it's no longer the chat, it's the nat. But I'll keep an eye on it. Michael Gott says, don't tell me the quality results on catch-up. I will stay very quiet then. Oops. No, I've not said anything yet. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way that I can say anything that is like not a spoiler, but will keep you interested. Aside from, I think one of the best quality laps of all time happens. And I'm not going to tell you who, or what, or when, or why. It might be in Q1. It might be by fucking Isaac Hadjar, who I'm fairly sure might have pooed himself, but it's, you know. But yeah. So at the moment, I'm in a very odd spot of I don't quite understand what the feeling is, because again, it was another case of I've now looked online and it feels like the nerves have kicked in. So for example, Callum of LUFC Passion was putting in the really big group chat, please God, just to win. Paul from Leeds Therapy, not gonna lie, kind of shit in it. And I'm in a spot where I think we're still all good. I'm in a spot where I'm quite happy. And I'm also in a spot where I've just seen a tweet from Graham Smith, which says, Patrick Bamford and Max Vober here with the matchday squad. Is the prophecy coming true? Are we going to get that dreamed of moment of Pat Bamford scores the winner in an important match this season? Because that would be funny. Let's be completely honest here. As much as it would make many people angry, it would be hilarious. But before I hop into all of that, being a match day and seeing as various people like to put money on various things on a match day, I thought it would be a very good time to bring up the channel's sponsor. So let's head over to it, shall we? Match Bingo is a thing that I will be trying again with, because I hadn't realized the comment was still up. Let's go again, shall we? That was delicate. Match Bingo is a new way to enjoy football. Entirely a game of chance, given the various things that will pop up on your feed, but you can watch your cards fill up in real time with shots, goals, corners, tackles, fouls, cards, all sorts. You get a prize for a line, for 2 lines, for a full house, and you can have a little bit more engagement in the match that's drawing you in, even if it's a more boring game of football, whilst, you know, enjoying the fact that Leeds are going to absolutely pummel Luton today, which is going to be lovely. Remember, you need to be 18 plus to play. Be gamble aware and make sure that you are not falling into any traps and you're only gambling what you can afford to lose. There's a link to Gamble Aware down below, in addition to the Only Leeds Bros affiliate link. So yeah, head over there if you fancy having a go with Match Bingo and let me know how you do. It'd be quite nice of you. But I'm going to hop over to the comments where Russ says, hey, hello Russ, how are you doing? I'm hoping incredibly well. No, Bamford, you love him too much. I don't know if I do, because, and this is a super secret spoiler for a thing that I'm doing in the background. I'm planning on bringing back the FM streams. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I've let the game simulate itself for a year to put us in the position where we would have been in the save that we were in. and I've tried to build a similar-ish squad, which should be sort of useful because that means that things are in the right sort of shape. But I evidently don't love Bamford too much because I'm selling him on that save, which kind of sucks. I like that guy, but alas, he may have to leave. Let the Lord rise. Exactly. However, it's a Saturday, not Easter yet. So maybe he scores on Easter. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe the Lord rises after 3 days. So he shows up on the Friday. Doesn't work out at all. Subbed on for 10 minutes. Does nothing. Maybe misses a sitter. But in that match against Stoke, scores 2 or 3 goals. Gets us promoted. Perfect. And I would be very, very happy with that. I think at the very least he's going to end up in the squad. But if he doesn't end up in the squad, I will be a little bit surprised. Does this mean that we drop Joseph? I don't know. I imagine probably not, because Joseph is a very, very decent footballer. But you never know. I will also potentially do something post-match on this channel. I've not entirely decided yet. We'll have to find out. But it should be a good and wholesome time, I think. JB, you're like a caretaker boss here on Leeds Bros, the Sam Allardyce to Leeds content creators. That's what happens, I think. So there was the time that Joe wasn't about, and I was like, hey, Joe, I mean, I can hop in for a few days if you want. And he was like, yeah, sure, go on then. And I'm going to make it my sort of niche now of people have their existing style of doing videos and doing streams and all that kind of stuff. So my thing now is I will waltz on in with the full intention of fucking shit up, and I will leave the channel in ideally more good numbers state than I joined it. But we'll have to see. So, for example, only this is a big thank you to you guys rather than me doing anything of value here. But they managed to cross over the 2.5k subscribers mark yesterday, which is really, really like big thank you to you guys, because that's genuinely huge. And like, I remember when I crossed that point, I was like, I feel like I'm starting to like make it. And it's one of those scarier stages. Like this season, I will admit, has not been good for me on the YouTube front. It's been very much, I got to 5k on transfer deadline day, and now I'm at 5.7. And I'm like, this is a very big slowdown. But at the same time, that doesn't matter right now, because I'm going to help only Leeds Bros to get to whatever their potential is, however high that is, which, to transfer us back over to the game of football that everyone is going to be watching soonish, is going to be significantly bigger if we get promoted. And if we get promoted will depend quite significantly on this game of football. So I'm going to ask in the chat, because I can't post a poll, because this isn't technically my channel. I only have access to StreamYard. What are we thinking will be the final score of this one? Because I'll be completely clear with you, I don't know. I am uncertain. It is a big old question mark to me. And that's why I'm asking you guys. Just to check. I've been told a thing. Did you note that each time you've gestured to the sponsor, you've always gone to the wrong side? For you guys, is the sponsor this way, or is the sponsor this way? So, for me, this is where the sponsor is. Can you put the word wrong in the chat if that's not where the sponsor is? And you can say it as meanly as you like. You can call me a big dum-dum or something like that. But that's an interesting one that I will need to fix. Wrong. Okay, cool. That needs solving then. This way. Is it now this way? I know photo sent, but I flipped the camera. So is it now this way? Is that good? Okay, cool. So what had happened was on StreamYard, it had showed as like I mirrored my camera, and that's so I know that this hand is this hand and this hand is this hand. However, that doesn't always necessarily like. Apparently, StreamYard doesn't mirror my camera in the output; it only does it in the input, which is incredibly stupid. Because for weeks on end, I've been pointing towards various graphics and stuff, but that's fine. Whatever, we take it, we move. It's fine. Fine, it's fine. I'm only very, very annoyed at you, StreamYard. Thank you, Russ and Baby Zebra, for helping me to get that one worked out there. You've been doing it since you started the sponsored post. I only just decided to tell you you're welcome. That is genuinely quite mean. That is horrible, because I've been trying to get it right, and I've been like, no, it's this way, not this way, but I've been wrong the entire time, which is wonderful. I'm going to blame StreamYard for it, though, because StreamYard has been a monster. Ellis Platten of Away Days, it says, win, just win. He's a big old Leeds fan. Ellis, I know you're not watching this, but if you or anyone that knows you is watching this, would you fancy coming to a charity match? On that note, the first like on-stream mention of specific numbers is the charity match is now at something like 104 tickets sold, which is really, really good for something like 36 hours, maybe. So that is absolutely spectacular. Thank you guys for supporting it, and we're going to keep on pushing because we got a hell of a lot more tickets to sell. So it's going to be fantastic. We need 4 points minimum in the next two. I think we can do 6. Like, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do 6, right? So the first 3 is today, obviously. I think we beat Luton. Probably. The scary one is Borough. If we beat Borough and we beat Luton, I'm feeling significantly more comfortable, because I think that's the potential wobble. You admittedly then go to Preston, and Preston are a scary side. We know this. Preston can be a little bit on the spooky team. But we're at home. We're at home against them, and that I think is very, very dealable with, because we're quite good at home. And the reason that we drop points away is, I think, because we were away, and we don't do that very well. I'm not going to be going live for the game. It's just going to be a quick pre-show thing that I'm going to do until the team comes out. Have a little bit of a talk about what the team is, and then I will have to dip, because I think... Let's think my way through times. The 57th, off the top of my head, minute of the game, I have a second work shift starting up. So I'll be able to watch the game. I might be able to pop on like a post-match stream or something. But I've got like meetings to be in. So it's very difficult to do a watch-along whilst I'm simultaneously like talking with people on like 3 different continents to make sure that things are making sense. So I would have loved to. I am currently unable to. If it comes to it, and we get to the Borough match and only Leeds Bros are still not back. I mean, I say this, I'm only Leeds Bro Danny, because it's middle name Daniel. But yeah, if they're not back for Borough, I'll see. But again, I might be working for them, so I'll have to find it. In fact, I can check if I'm working for them. What am I talking about? Okay, it'll be that chat. Tuesday is the 8th. Scrolling. That's the wrong spreadsheet. That's the wrong spreadsheet. Is that the right spreadsheet? Okay, I think I'm also working on Tuesday. So that's a problem. Thanks again, Joby. It's genuinely not a problem. It's all good. Please, Leeds get 3 points today for my dad. They absolutely should do. I was going to say will do, but I don't want to overly commit to that, because you can never be 100% sure. The added benefit of us potentially beating Luton is, imagine Angus Kinnear's face when he's like, I've left you guys for Everton. and you've just beaten my team to potentially send us down. That would be funny, and I would just be overjoyed at that. That'd be spectacular. Joe B, the caretaker boss of the Leeds YouTube scene. It's looking like that's the case, yeah. Like, and I think it's a weird thing, right? So, a bit of me thinks everyone's sending love to Only Leeds Bros, by the way, which is much appreciated and reflected. But I think the weird thing is when I'm doing streams for my channel, I'm way less likely to hold myself to account for that. So I'm more likely to be in a situation where I will do a stream and then be like, well, okay, I was meant to do a stream today, but I can't be bothered. Whereas if it's on someone else's channel, it's like, cool, let's get him there. So it's like, maybe I need to like hire someone on this channel. So it's like, you get paid like half of the channel revenue. So at that point, I am actively going to be like causing them a problem if I'm not able to sort of keep up the stream, something like that. Like, I know that's not a thing that I feasibly can do. Like, when it comes to people going full time on Leeds YouTube stuff, it is incredibly rare. Like, there's 3 people off the top of my head. Well, and the Square Ball, but that's more podcast and a lot of merch. But it's, yeah, it's weird. Weird and complicated. I'm starting to get a little bit miffed at something as well now, because someone sent a email using the form on the website to ask if they could help with some stewarding stuff, some paramedic stuff. However, both of the email addresses I've tried to use were undeliverable, which is unfun. So I'm going to have to give them a phone call. I don't like phone calls. Phone calls are... Ugh. You know, I'm not good at them. Right, let's have a look at any more news that has come out. I don't know how I feel about Kenilworth Road. It's a very, very weird stadium. Like, I understand it's one of those where it's like hodgepodged into like somewhere that people live, but like, I don't know. It feels like going through someone's garden is a little bit too weird to me. Also, maybe link the merch shop to the event website, just a tip. I don't know how to. I'll be completely honest with you, because it's 2 completely different people that got in touch with me to be like, hi, Joe, can I help with this? And it's like, cool, you absolutely can help with that. And then that was for the website. And then Gav came in and was like, hi, Joe, can I help with this? And it's like, I don't know how to make that and that come together, but we'll have to find out. I will ping that over to our website partner. Oh, I know, it sounds all official when I say it like that. But I'll give them a shout out. Freshly Squeezed Design, who are running the website. I'll ping them an email and see what happens with that. And hopefully I'm able to work something out, just because it would look a little bit cleaner and nicer and neater and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know what I need from Gav, don't know what I'd need from the Freshly Squeezed Design guys. Difficult. Yeah, you've got your own special edition of the hoodie because you caused a misprint, which is kind of funny. But I am in a bit of a predicament of I don't know what of the event merch to get for myself, because I like all of it. And that's not even in like a smug way, because I've not designed any of it. It's just all really good stuff. I'll have to have a think. P.S. Gav, my new favourite human. Gav is fantastic. I love Gav. The fact that he just sort of went out of his way and was like, would you like some T-shirts and stuff for this event? By the way, I'm happy to just do it. It was like, oh my God, you're an excellent human being. Thank you so much. Just a good dude. You're just jelly. I'm absolutely not just jelly, considering I'm getting... And you're saying, like, with the personalized version of the hoodie thing. The reason I'm absolutely not just jelly is I know for a fact that I am getting the first edition of both of the kits. So there is no jelly here. There is only peanut butter. Does that work? I think that works. It works fine enough. We'll take it. But as I was saying earlier, pop your predictions for the match in the chat. and we will have a little bit of a discussion around that, and also pop a like on the stream. Helps it to get pushed out a little bit further. So far, we are on 8, which is not too bad, but I can't see the back end of YouTube right now, so I can't look at all the analytics and be like, oh, people are hanging around for this long. The number of analytics that YouTube get, the amount or number? The amount of data is the way of phrasing that, that YouTube gives you is ridiculous. There's just tons. But I can't access that right now. I can only see what you guys can see, and what I can see is that there's at the very least 10 of you that are watching right now that haven't liked the stream. So sort it, you cheeky bastards. But yeah, we are 3 minutes away from the starting lineups being released. If you guys could shout your predictions for the lineup at me, that would be spectacular. Or predictions for the result, and Matt says that he feels like it'll be close and 1 goal in it, just hope we score first. I think that'll be what makes the difference. Score the first goal and we're in the best position possible. Darlow will be terrified of making any mistakes in this game, which is beneficial for us because he's going to be absolutely all over this stuff. But beyond that, it's a case of we've got to make sure that the rest of everything meshes and molds and doesn't cause problems. I think in terms of... Sorry, I'm going to, in the 2 and a bit minutes before the lineups are dropped, I'm going to go with it. I'm going with 1-0 DJ late morning. Second half. What? I'm confused. But I'm going to go Darlow, Bogle, Strout, Rodon, Firpo, unchanged back line. Ampadu, Tanaka feels defensive enough. In front of that, I'll go Nonto in the middle, Ramazani and Solomon with James coming off the bench, and then up top, Piru. Is my thinking. Darlow, Bogle, Strouk, Rodon, Firpo. Yeah, Gruev, Ampadu. I'm not sure on Gruev. I think Tanaka, because I think Ampadu does the defensive bit. DJ, Aronson, Nonto, Piru. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think we keep both James and Aronson, is my main thought on that. Like, I wouldn't mind it. Like, it would be completely fine. But I think regardless of lineup, we should have enough. And a lot of the time, that's what counts. I'm just spooked, you know? It's just scary. Danny thinks Darlow, Bogle, Rodon, Strouk, Firpo, Ampadu, Grove, Solomon, Nonto, James, and Piru. We're not changing the wings with this one, which is a little bit of a surprise for me. A little bit of an odd one. Who knows? So let's have a quick open of Twitter and we'll start spamming F5 just to see what the lineup is. You look different today and you've merged into one person. I know, it's so weird. I am the Leeds bro. The one, the only. And you guys are going to have to keep dealing with it because, I've successfully done a coup. Like I was joking about doing over on Jer's Big Up. Head over to there as well. That'd be nice. Let's have another quick look around. Where's the lineup? Nobody knows. There we go. So, Darlow, we knew this. Bogle, Firpo, Strouk, Rodon. We expected this. I feel smug for one of these bits, not for the other. Ampadu, Tanaka, called it, smashed it. Solomon, Nonto, James, Piru. Nonto in, I like. I like him in the 10. I was expecting a Ramazani. We didn't get it. Interesting update as well. Your bench, Melier, Byram, fine. Schmidt, fine. Foba, fine. We expected that. Gruev, we expected that. Gilavogi, we expected that. Rothwell hasn't travelled. We're missing Rothwell. Okay, interesting. Then Ramazani, Aronson, and guess who's back? Guess who's 9th on the bench? He's 9th on the bench. He's number 9 in all of our hearts. Pat's back. Yes. And hopefully it all goes well. And then we can be very, very happy. So I think finally, given the lineup, I'm gonna go with a prediction. I'm gonna go with a 2-0 that is going to keep people a little bit scared, a little bit spooked. I think it's probably a knock with Rothwell because we know that Rothwell is quite useful. There's no way that he takes Gilavogi over Rothwell if Rothwell is fit and healthy, is my only thought there. No matter what players take to the pitch, they have to play as one solid team, no excuses. I agree, it's going to be fine. We've got this, we're going to smash it. And I've got the hiccups, and it's great, and it's causing a problem right now. So it's a perfect time to end my stream. If you want to continue the party with a stream that I'm likely to be on, I'll be over on Big Up with Joe. It's going to be a heck of a time. I'm going to find the link for you now. Come on, Big Up. It just takes a moment to load sometimes. There we go. So I'm going to be over on Big Up with Joe. You've also got Joe Wayman to head over to. I think Matt might be doing a stream. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll have to find out. So, yeah. Let's head to our respective locations and hope for 3 points, shall we? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip, and I will see you somewhere after the game, either this channel or my channel. I'll have to find out. It'll be after work as well, but that's fine. Either way, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Toodaloo, gang. Also, match bingo. Do the thing. Thank you. It will genuinely, and because I have a similar contract, it will financially help only Leeds Bros as well. So go do that. Cheers. See you later.